No kidding, Giga Pudding. That was a hard reset, too. I pulled everything down. The Google Fiber box, the router, computer. That's why it took so long. That's as hard reset as I can get, you know? I am a little surprised you haven't killed the boss yet, but that was kind of by design. I realized that the best possible time to do that kind of a long reset is during the fight. I'd die, of course. Like that. But they can't kick me in the middle of a fight. You. No lag so far. So I'm gonna be hopeful here. I'm gonna wait a moment. And then go. Honestly, let's go and pop this too. Get that last 5% out of here. I don't have that ability at this level. Oh well. Dancer sucks at 70. All right. It's tell to me straight. How bad is this team that we're in? How bad is this going? Because that was the easy boss we just did. Lo, Seeker and Days Unborn, Godblade Bearer. Know you this. This tower challenges the sky. Where the Watcher, the Ward of the Three Weights. Soul hungry, unsated. Tasty food without sugar. Salt, pepper, various spices. Lots of vegetables taste good in their own right. There's lots of ways to flavor something that don't involve sugar. Sugar's the easy route. Salt is the easy route. My biggest piece of advice, speaking as a cook, and as a geek, cook geek, is to go ahead and just hit the spice aisle in your grocery store. And literally just try stuff. Yeah, if you can get fresh herbs, see, I can't, for example. But if you can get fresh herbs, that's some legit stuff. If you can grow your own fresh herbs, that's much better. Garlic is always a good standby. Speaking of which, so can ginger. If you can get ginger root, it's another great way, and a very healthy way to flavor stuff up. Now, I apologize for not being able to show off that previous fight. If it makes you feel any better, I am super going to give that fight a positive, because I actually like that fight. I'm pretty sure every fight from now on is going to get a positive. I'm not sure exactly. No, lag, it's back! No! No, it didn't solve anything! Well, that's that, then. That means there's nothing I can do about it. That's just... yeah. That's something further up the pipe. I don't think I can prove you wrong, Colin Pelosa. Wait! Strawberry tarts would not be improved with garlic powder and onion powder. Speaking of which, onions, good way to flavor stuff up. Here's an old trick. So, you know you get those things of red peppercorns? They're just like little red flakes of pepper. You think, well, those are super spicy, and you're right. But if you put just a few of those... I just lost chat. Wow, I actually dropped frames for once. So that was my connection. For the first time. Wow, that's great. Anyways, you get a few red pepper flakes, and you cook them into, like, some oil, and basically let the oil pull the flavor out of the pepper flakes throughout the oil, and spread it out throughout it. Then you could add that to whatever, like, you know, you could add that to spaghetti, which I've done. You can add it to, like, a skillet kind of a thing. Or just chicken. You know, it's whatever. Like, there's a billion options. Even for someone like me who has an absolutely terrible local grocery store. So, this is the time boss, because of course Ivalice would be time. The slow ones go first. The fast ones go first, the slow ones go second. And then you have to see where he's going to be going. He's going to be going over there and over there, so we good. And as you see, you're not really supposed to be able to dodge it. You're supposed to predict where it's going to happen, so... The fire, Ivalice, for some reason, is all about time. I don't know and don't care. It's a fun fight. The previous fight was water, which was all about flinging giant things of water all over the place. And honestly, it's kind of hard to dodge, even if I wasn't lagging. But, you know. Oh my god, this is it. Ivalice is causing my lag. That makes so much sense. Chains. Pretty sure it's a snap. Wait, no. Right. Ah. Did that work? No. It did work. Yay. You gotta kill people with Tide Pods. Very important. Apparently we're just not snapping the chains. Listen, I'm just trying to help people out, alright? Apparently, we here at Raximus Incorporated don't believe in helping people. No, Dakota. I mean, I guess I could say it's better, but I think that's pure RNG. I don't think that has anything to do with it actually being better. Listen, Rex, this group needs all the help it can get, okay? That's all I'm saying. I guess I'm over at this group. Actually, no, I'm gonna go with this one. These people need the deeps. Is nobody on the third Gigas? Oh my god. That's true. I'm going to just uninstall it for 14. We're going to stream WoW now. We're doing the WoW review. I wonder if WoW will score better on anything. I mean, okay, that's not true. WoW will probably crush FF14 in the gameplay department. But I'm curious how the golden number is going to line up on that. Actually, it might be better to say I'm curious how the silver numbers are going to line up on that. Alright, so the way these work, this is cool. If you step on them, they change direction. We want them all facing out. Astonishingly, we're about to get hit in the face because someone decided to step on it. Wasn't me, by the way. Some more chains. Chains take a moment to take effect. They freeze people. That's why that person is holding that chain through the melee, because that person's a moron. Okay, so that one's going to go over there. That one's going to go over here. So same pattern, same pattern. Yeah, this group is not impressing me. I've seen worse. You still danced? Yeah, you are. Okay, good. Making sure before I finish this dance. And yeah, I'm just gonna be over here because some idiot. There you go. Good boy. Yeah, that's exactly... That's why I didn't even touch him, US Corp, because I know exactly how the clocks work. But in my experience, lots of people rush into the clocks is what causes issues. Not me. So I usually just, like, stay next to one. And, you know, if it goes bad, it goes bad. Sorry, that's actually on me. I'll drag it out. Out. Alone. Yep. And then, so we've got that one going there, and that one going there. Whoa! No! Oh god, why? It was good! Why would you jump on it when it was already good? Come on! We were fine! Yeah, it could be worse. Imagine this group in Orbone. Which is probably exactly what we're going to get. What do you want to bet? Hey, Savicom, join us. Wait, don't join us. Please, Savicom, this group sucks. Nope, nope, nope. Into the middle. Into the middle. So, I will admit, there's one thing I don't like about this fight, and I think it's mostly because our group sucks. But, this guy does have a little bit too much HP. Like, we've already seen the whole fight 3 times. There's no new mechanics. We're good. He's taking so long to die. In fairness, that might be because of this group. I don't remember there being too much HP in any of these fights, so... That doesn't happen until Orbone. And frankly, I only think there's one fight in Orbone that has too much HP, so... I'm not gonna ding it for that. But yeah, that's not good, considering the fight that's next. Keep scrolling. Multiples of 3, 3, 6, 9, 12. Multiples of 4, 4, 8, 12. A concept so simple a child, let alone the architect of a city defense, never could grasp it. Or so you'd think! So you'd think. Yep. What's the name of the first boss in this stupid place? Bamford, thank you. Listen, 1 is totes a prime number, okay? I don't know what you're talking about. It can only be divided by 1 in itself. It fits. Yeah, we're off in Dalmasca. Not actually sure where that is on the map, so I literally can't show you. Apparently we are south of Doma. Oh, they show the map in Orba. Cool. Soon we will know where we are. Soon! We will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. Alright, so. I love how Maverick just stands out so much, even in this group of, you know, random people. You can always see Maverick in this group. I guess I'll pretend to be doing DPS. So, how badly do you think the upcoming fight is about to go? Those of you who know this fight. Those of you who don't know this fight, how badly do you think the upcoming fight's gonna go? You know, what's funny is I'm still having lag periodically, so, I might die too. Yeah, place your bets. Place your bets. How many deaths you think are gonna fall? Listen, all I do is eat glue. I mean, I have actually screwed up on the number thing like once. I don't even remember what the thing was. So there's construct number 7. Eating glue means you're stupid, Giga Pudding. Now, you're probably thinking, wait, Lore, you died to the math boss? Yep, absolutely. But not to whatever you're thinking about. Remember, there's mechanics on this fight that do not involve math. Yeah, did you notice that, by the way? Person just stat out way out at range with the stack marker. Hey! Cool. So that's what killed me last time. And it's gonna kill me this time, too, because I'm not in range of any healers. Ta-da! I did it! I died, but not to meth. This attack tends to get me, too. I'm just gonna be completely honest. Frankly, I thought this was the one that was gonna get me. Was that one. Because I figured I'd lag, and you have to really be going full tilt to not get hit by that. Like, you actually can't be out at ranged, because it will be too slow. You will fall behind. Thanks to math, ironically. Oh, computation mode, here we go. Yeah, exactly. Play 12. Alright, what am I at? 3. Let's do that to 6. Then to 9. And then to... Damn it! I was literally too slow. Wow, okay. Multiples of 3. What am I at? Oh, I'm good. Good. What else you got? Too many failures, apparently. Lore was too slow. Okay, I'm gonna admit I didn't know that, Valvidrix. Phase 2. No, I actually legitimately didn't know that it didn't keep stacking. That's interesting. Shrug. I was like, multiple of 4. Okay, so I'll just get up to 12, was my first thought. That's actually much simpler. And I'm starting to get angry now, because that's so much simpler than what I've been trying to do for the last 3 times I've done this fight. How does anyone screw up on that? If it's literally just add 1, 2, 3... Am I anything? Nope, I'm nothing. Why is this... I'm just gonna let that person die. Okay, fine. Jesus Christ. Like, the whole time, I've been a little bit like, okay, you know, some people can't do that kind of math off the top of their head that quickly. So, sure, right? If it's literally 1 equation, then that's 1 step. 3 plus 1, in the case of what I just had, for example. God, that's pathetic. Okay, I'm cool, I'm okay. Now I have to succeed, because now I know how it works. Which means I'm gonna fail. I've set myself up. I've set myself up. There we go. This is it. Increasing difficulty. Oh no, I just disconnected. Okay. What? What's the multiple? To primes. Okay, then I'm good. Next. Multiples of 5. Okay. Oop. I'm just gonna stay here this time. Oop. Oh, screw you! I succeeded at both of those! How many have to succeed for that to not happen? Does anybody know? Because obviously we haven't succeeded at that. At all. Oh, it always happens? Oh, they get the penalty to healing. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay. This is just... Yep, I'll just... Thanks for that. Appreciate it. Did you see that, Rax? Oh, shoot. Gotta get in melee. Gotta get in melee. Because of this attack. This is what I was expecting. Look at how fast he's moving. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. You see how barely I'm keeping up with this nonsense? Yeah, that's what I was expecting to actually kill me. I'm a little surprised I lived through that, to be completely honest. This boss is getting a plus, by the way. In fact, honestly, I'm probably going to give it 2 pluses. This is a really cool fight. Nope, not me. Quite dull on that one. Yeah, apparently I just get damage boosts for getting correct answers. Interesting. Ignore the giant thunder in the background. It's all cool. Okay, that's cool. Oh, Jesus! Okay, I'm not going to make fun of that one. That person didn't have a lot of room to move. A little bit of advice, by the way, for anybody watching. So you saw how... Jesus. You saw how the one dude I was making fun of, the one who was like, oh my god, and got Rax killed and nearly got me killed. So a bit of advice. Commit. When it comes to those kind of things, like I just did there if you were watching, the more you commit, the more other people can adapt to you, is what that basically boils down to. What direction? Okay. Go. Yeah, exactly. That is exactly right, US Corp. It is the exact same advice that applies to driving. If you hesitate or change your mind multiple times, the other people who don't know what you're doing, what you want, and don't know what you're thinking, can't accommodate you because they literally don't know what you're doing. You need to be consistent. If you're making a mistake, make the mistake. Then they can compensate for the fact that you're making a mistake. Worst thing you could do is be in the middle of the intersection and be like, oh, shoot, maybe I should be in the middle of the intersection. No, at that point, you have already committed. Same thing. Same thing, same concept. What's this one look like? Oh yeah, by the way, this is all the tactics gear. I only like one of the tactics suits, and it's the Agrius suit. It looks really cool. You've probably seen me show it off because Cashel has it. But the thing is, the Agrius suit looks like crap on a male. So, I've never tried to get any of the tactic suits, because the only one I like, it doesn't look good on me.
Long have I waited for this moment, Garlean swine! Come! The blood of my fallen brothers feeds my hate!
The ball theater suit is alright, it's just not my style. So, Yee's Mat. Now, by memory, I actually don't like this fight that much. It'll probably still be a positive. By the way, notice how they're not waiting for me being in the cutscene. Was I the only person in the cutscene? Yeah, of course I was. Nobody cares about lore. Well, that's an interesting opener.
Escape this!
Get it. One of the biggest things I don't like about this fight, I was literally opening my mouth to say that, that's funny, is this is a very big example of the can't zoom out the camera problem, which I've already mentioned several times.
Your suffering is not yet over.
There are several times where I wish I could zoom out, like, maybe about twice as far on the camera, just to really get a feel for what's going on in the arena and be able to pay attention better. My opinion, of course. I gotta forget. Same or different, I don't remember. So we're gonna do different and see what happens. Because it's one of the two.
Agony and sorrow!
Yeah, you'll notice we've only gotten off 6% of his health, by the way, because he has a stupid amount of... This attack right here is actually a really cool one. They use this a lot in Shadowbringers, by memory. Just the, I'm gonna attack in a direction over and over attack. I kind of like that.
Your suffering is not yet over.
I was just guessing, Bleachable. It's different or same for every one of those kind of mechanics.
I'll tear you limb from limb! Escape this!
No, I think we don't need to lower our DPS any more than we already have. We're almost down through 10% of his health, by the way.
Your pain is my pleasure. You will not have mercy! Your suffering is not yet over.
That's... Sure, I accept.
Agony and sorrow! I, Agamemnon, shall deliver the king's justice! Feel the wrath of my brothers!
Hello, Kirillanova?
You will pay for what you have done!
Probably pronouncing that wrong. Archaeo Demons! Straight out of Tactics. Yeah. Everyone form a neat pile of death. Hello. This is probably gonna hurt. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? There it is. Way over there.
Dreamland!
maximum HP is decreased because he's heartless. Yeah, that's... This is why both Valvedrix and I pointed out the health thing earlier. Oh my goodness.
Your suffering is not yet over.
What the hell's a war face?
I'll tear you limb from limb! You will not have mercy! Recognize through butter!
Oh, it absolutely was Blade Jamal. No question. Yeah, I see what Valvedrix means. There's a lot of chaos going on in this fight, for lack of a better way to phrase it. Probably the only thing I could say I actually don't like about this fight, especially having gone back through it, and it's actually what got me hit last time, if you were paying attention, is when he's got the magnetic thing down, and then he does his be next to me or die attack.
Shall deliver the king's justice!
You're probably thinking, why is that a problem? Well, it's red on red. And that's actually exactly what happened. I literally didn't see it. So I was like, oh. Got it. Get this attack.
Your suffering is not yet over.
I'm not going to ding the fight for it. I'm just saying that's probably the only thing that's actually wrong with this fight. Is the red on red.
I'll tear you limb from limb!
Yeah, it's a good time for it.
You will not have mercy! Agony and sorrow! You are suffering my wounds. Give me strength!
Right. Wrong game. That's funny. I accept that.
Enough! Recognize your butter!
For those of you more observant, you may have noticed I double tapped there to dodge roll out of the attack. And then sat for probably about a second before I realized that I wasn't playing Guild Wars 2.
Your suffering is not yet.
Whoops!
Agony and sorrow! Recognize through butter! My death!
Actually went smoother than I thought it would, given how this group has been.
Have escaped me in this life. But I shall be waiting in the next!
I actually do that, so I do double tap in order to dodge roll normally in Guild Wars 2. I only turn that off when I'm doing jumping puzzles. And if I have to explain why, I got nothing. Okay. I'm not a big fan of guitar, Zactef. He wants to play guitar, that's cool. I just don't want to hear it. He can play guitar over there. Yeah, sure. Bunch of loot. None of which I care about, except for maybe this one? Nope. Still looks like crap on me. Oh, and plus for Yeez, man, obviously. You know, by memory, my favorite chaotic fight is probably Titania. To speak of, because some, you know, there's like patterns in boss design, and there are the occasional chaotic fights. And yeah, Titania is definitely a chaotic fight. So the Mother's Necklace is here. How strange. How unusual. Oh my gosh. I am now pure evil. More than he was before, obviously. I hope you liked that, because now it's back to the boring stuff. I actually wouldn't mind getting one of the judge armors, but I'm never going to. Alma, Alma, are you there? I'm here, Ramza. I have played FF11. I hate FF11. Absolute Virtue is an absolutely terrible boss in every single way, shape, and form. There's nothing really else to add to that. If I was to judge FF11, Absolute Virtue would probably be 9 negatives to gameplay. I never actually interacted with Pandemonium Warden. I've no knowledge of that one, so I can't walk it. I can't talk about that one. Anyways, the necklaces are Auracite. Dun dun dun. Recall me telling you Bagamnon, consider the necklace special. Oh, you're right, I actually forgot about that step of my Legion. 12 negatives to gameplay. It was special because entrusted in by Prince Rossler. He was to return it to Princess Ashelia upon delivering her from Nalbina Fortress. A family keepsake. Of course, in each necklace, each Auracite is a lodestone, drawing the parties closer and closer to Ivalice. Indeed, the Auracite has guided us! Ramza, are you recovered? Yes. I'm checking a few things here. There we go. Well, I'm glad you at least got a refund, Bragwin. Jesus Christ. From what we know of the Duma, vestiges, blah, blah, blah. Maybe the necklaces wish to return to Ivalice. But who would want to return to Ivalice? Yeah, seriously. Ramza Beowulf. He wanted to return to his homeland and uncover the truth behind his founding, and blah, blah, blah. That's why he led us to Lazelia and Gaug. We are tested. The Auracite is measuring our worth, seeing if we are worthy of the truth. You've probably got like an hour, Bragwin. The last quest chain was literally an hour and 2 minutes. Ramza, are you feeling quite yourself? Of course I am. I've never felt better. Yes. Good, good. I sense a disturbance in the ether. Father, these necklaces are gifts! Gifts from the gods who once watched over Ivalice. It's proof we have their blessings! Dude. Maybe don't. Look, if I have to kill you, I'm gonna enjoy it too much, so don't make me do that. Thank you, Laura. I know not what came over me. I mean, I once raided Noxoramus while literally asleep. That's as good as I ever got. And that's not a bragging point. Leave me, Alma. Did I not tell you I would be fine? That was during the brief period of my life where I was working 100-plus hour work weeks at my normal job, at my network engineer job. And I literally was falling asleep at my computer. Still functioning, just asleep. Yep, I get it. Yep, he's a different person. Everything's cool forever. Next quest. Greetings and salutations. I suppose you're wondering whether we're figuring out where we're going and everything's cool. Sensationalism is in my job description, so please bear with me when I tell you all is not right aboard the airship. Something about Alma has me deeply worried. I would not trust this information in the hands of my publisher, let alone the gate guard. Shall we continue our conversation away from prying ears? Sure. Why do I have to do it on... Okay, whatever. Yeah, no, it's just references. There are a couple of things that are actually from other games. The Necromancer from Tactics Ogre and Gilgamesh. I feel like there's a third one, but there's very, 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 very few. Wow, Omega Legion. Yeah, but that's the after years thing, Blade Taval, and honestly, screw all of that. But we owe the unexpected visit. I had not planned on summoning you, and things, you know, weird. Well, you see... I apologize if I caused you worry. I suppose one cannot allow a reporter in the midst and not expect to report what she sees, though I did expect a tad more discretion from Miss Merrillwall. Alma has of late been experiencing difficulties with her health. Surgeons have been called upon to discern what exactly it is that ails her, but as far as I can tell, there's nothing physically wrong with my sister. The consensus is the rigors of an extended stay in a foreign land have taken a toll on her fragile heart. No, I remember, Blade Tyrell. I remember. I stand by my statement. Screw all that. Laura, when did you... the conk? Yeah, she's fine. She has GRPG-itis. Bad. Let's return to your chambers and rest. Which is funny if you think about how long it would take to get into those clothes. So just picture her getting up from bed, slowly getting dressed while barely being able to stand, then coming out and falling over. It's no wonder she fell over. Hey, Eclectic. Ah, yes, the matter of our expedition. So, we're going to the Ester Sands and blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Recap, 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 recap. It's true, Dakota. So we've discovered that Ivalice is super real. Everything's super real. Blah, 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 blah. The church, Oren Durai. Should we not see to Alma first? You are a terrible father. She's fine. No, seriously, that's what he just said. She's fine. God, he is just the worst dad, isn't he? Yeah, you just... Delita being real would probably be bad for a setting like this one. He would dance circles around most of the politicians in this setting. When it comes to usefulness, I am first in the field, or furriest in the field. Would you like to feel my fur? No. You wonder why Ramza despises you so, brother. They do all the work, and all you do is jest. You're mistaken. I bear not your brother any ill will, but what I do bear ill will towards is Eclectic Oak, the most terrifying of all creatures. Thanks? What happened to the venom-spitting adder we all used to know and hate? Why are you complaining? Alma seems pleased with the change, but forgive me for not buying into this all-too-convenient transformation. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I mean... maybe that's why nobody actually knows statecraft in this setting. They can just bulldoze through things. Thank you, Eclectic. As always, and as ever, I do appreciate. Thank you. You can find evidence as whole rolls history will prove Oren's testimony true. It'll prevent us from being ridiculed. Are you stupid? Okay, I'm sorry. Let's walk that back a little bit. We are set on proving... Hang on just a second. Let me finish typing. Apparently I can't type and talk at the same time. Probably because I'm talking while I'm typing. You know what I mean. We are dead set on proving that Durai was real, and the old stuff was real, and everything was real, and that'll clear our name, but that's not why we were having problems. We're having problems because the freaking Emperor, Emperor Varus, decided that we were unacceptable to the state, and so blacklisted us. Proving the truth isn't going to do anything. Now, I know, he's been trying to prove the truth of Ivalice since long before that, but... What? I know you're a terrible father. Are you a terrible person, too? Are you an idealistic scholar? Anyways, we're going to Arbonne Monastery, where Princess Ovelia was raised. Delita emerges victorious in his final campaign, married the princess to legitimize his claim to the throne of Ivalice. Now to answer Lord Haramon's question. Especially since the bot went down when I shut everything down. I should pull that back up. Here we go. So anyways, according to the Durai papers, what do I think of fashion in the FF setting? So there is no such thing as the FF setting. That being said, I do think the various Final Fantasy games have a gradient and variety to their fashion, which varies from disgusting, awful, terrible, over-designed garbage to pretty actually cool looking. And everything in between. I really do think that in many cases, the people just kind of design because they can, and then in other cases they design like it's an actual outfit. And both can be bad, and both can be good, depending. Yeah, like Lulu's outfit, that's not realistic. If you've seen cosplayers mimic that thing, they can barely move in those outfits. But it's completely ridiculous, so cool. And I actually unironically like Lulu's outfit too, and no, not for that reason. It's actually one of the better Tactics outfits, which Tactics 10 outfits, which isn't saying much, but it's still true. So, Ultima. I mean, the Garleans have higher tech and better magitech, Final Cloud, and that's the end of that. Yeah, Yuna's has issues too. Those shoulder things, or the arm sleeves, you have to do a whole thing to just keep those on your arms. Seraphs are believed to be servants of the gods, divine beings, whose only purpose is to carry out the will of their immortal masters. Just as there are those who worship Ultima, no, not that one, and her otherworldly might, there are those who feared her and called her the Angel of Blood. Interesting. What if the spell Lore claims to have experienced in the Praetorium, coincidentally called Ultima, was in fact an Alagon interpretation of the magics introduced to Hydaelyn by the High Seraph? What would that mean? I've spoken with several colleagues in Charlayan regarding their opinions on ancient incarnation. While they have little to show for their research, they all agree on one thing: the manner in which Ultima etherically manifests should not be possible on Hydaelyn. So, it would naturally make sense if we discovered that the Alagons learned the spell from being not of this dimensional plane. As to how they convinced that being to impart the knowledge onto them. Wait. It's not from this plane? Nope, it's from... We'll get there. Oh no, it's Sid, who's still kind of dealing with Omega during all this crap. He's here in person to deliver an item. While dealing with Omega, I feel like reiterating. Anyways, there's a cataract on the river, several leagues southeast of Ravenasta, wherein lies the monastery. It's not on the map, so we're going to go there. It's going to be cool. The Mughals actually know a lot about geography. I thought you didn't know where the monastery is. Its location is not what concerns me, but maybe the Mughals can explain. The verdant valley of vines and vipers is where we must voyage to, and it's next to the home of the Viera, and therein lies our problem. The one thing the Viera do not suffer is trespassers, not even Mughals. Our glamours kept us hidden long enough to see the jungle was teeming with ruins, but the Viera trackers eventually found us. We barely escaped with their palms. So that's why we're still talking here instead of bound for the border. Yep, the Viera have spurned the strict code of their tribes, abandoning their people to live in the cities of Dalmasca. Let's find them, recruit them! Can we just go to the next raid? Please? Please. Before boarding the shuttle, I stopped by a Bonga. He asked me if I knew Lore Runner. He asked me to give you a message. He refused to come on board the ship. Mikoto, I made the device, specific to your specifications. Here you go. Yeah, good time to mention it, Dakota. Your confidence in my craftsmanship is flattering, but you sell yourself too short. Here's to success. Bye! I'm back to Omega. Don't worry, we'll get there. Something is wrong with Alma, and her father doesn't seem to pay her condition much mind. Yep. He continues to be a dick. When I first arrived, I was... Ramza's just really sad. I used to believe we Garleans were inherently better than everyone else. I suppose a part of me still does. It's what I was raised to believe. It's what Garlean children are. Only now have I begun to realize what a fool I was. Our exile here has forced me to face the arrogance that has controlled me my whole life. And what I found was simply frightened. Frightened of change, frightened of admitting I was weak, so I lashed out. And I'm sorry to you, Mont Blanc, Boagi, and the others had to suffer. Okay, that's cool and all, but you literally had that character change in a snap finger, just chunk. So, like, you know, whatever. Hey, your daughter's still ill, and your son's probably mind-controlled, FYI. Cool. Oh, it's the wife. Hello. Yes, we're bound for someplace very exciting. There you are. Mikoto! Alright, now to do the next raid without Canada bangs. So, I sense you're interested in the package. I have every intention to apprise you, but first we need to talk about Alma. Yes, let's! Her illness is too timely. Genimus and Ramza would believe her bouts of vertigo are not but her mind fatigued. But the answer is clear. It's the Aurosite that plagues her. Alma recently confided in me that she would hear her father speaking with the Odious well before his first foray into Rabanastra. I don't think that's true. I don't think Alma was trying to deceive us. Rather, I think she saw something that led her to believe her father was conversing with an Aurosite. I actually think the Aurosite grafted her this vision. You recall my hypothesis on distinct frequency NNR-type harmonic vibrations and their tendency to promote ethereal amplification? Yes, actually I do. I paid freaking attention. Odious has never resonated with Genomus. It's always been his wife's pendant and the Aurosite shard, the Virgo, haha, that fueled his passion for Ivalice. No, the Odious is bound to Alma's desires. The only reason I can fathom that Alma has not fallen victim to its grasp is her desires are not as strong as those we witness in Argath or Bagamdan. That and the ethereal interference caused by other nearby shards. I have explained this to Alma and recommended she destroy the necklace, but not only did she refuse me, she begged me to keep this revelation from her father. Well, that's extremely suspicious. Let's go get the necklace off her right now. So I did the only thing I could. Removed the necklace from her. No, I devised a means by which I might impede or lessen the effects of the Odious. This device, while incomplete, will amplify NNR wavelengths emitted by the Virgo. It should be enough to interfere with those emitted by the Odious, thereby shielding Alma from the brunt of their effect. Thank you, Krenzler. As always. Forget who it was, but someone I knew was unlocking these raids. And it was one of those situations where everyone was ready to go for the raid, except for the person who was doing the unlocks. And you can already see where that's going, just based on the way I said that. Have you unlocked this next raid? No, hang on. I'm getting up to it. Okay. An hour later. Hey, I'm ready. Now, I know. What else would you do? So you're going to hate me for saying this, but what I would do is a variant on WoW's method. So let me explain that a little bit. In World of Warcraft, the way this works is you get a quest chain that goes through a raid. Those quests are usually main story, right? They are primary core content. But you don't have to do the quest to do the raid ever since they got rid of attunements. Now, that sounds weird, but the way that ends up working out is what you do is you see the raid first, and then you go back and you do the quest, which leads to the raid. And then since you've already done it, you're good, right? Now, that's not an ideal situation, so what I'd do is a take on that. So imagine that, just picture this for a second. Imagine we're getting up to Ivalice, and it's like, hey, I want to get up to Ivalice, and it's like, well, okay, how do we make this work? Well, why don't we have a situation where you can basically hit a button that says, I would like to go ahead and just do the raid in advance. And what it does is it locks in the fact that you've done it, and it saves that in memory, if that makes any sense. And so then, now that you've done the raid with your friends, you can progress through the quest up to the raid, and then it pulls it back out of memory and says, okay, now you have finished the raid, and now you can go ahead and continue through the quests. So it's kind of a mix of both methods. Obviously, this would be the kind of thing that would be a nice big overt toggle in, like, the menu. You know, do you want to be able to do raids without attunements? Is something like that, right? Make a nice big toggle. Hey! And then let people opt in or out of it. In this manner, the people who want to see the story and do the quests could still do it, and they wouldn't have to spend an hour and 2 minutes unlocking a single thing. So that's my thought. Like I said, it's kind of a mix of both systems. And I think it's feasible, because it's not that hard to save that kind of a flag somewhere in the character data. I'm going to read that part out loud. Apologies, Laura. I need to speak with you and you alone. Oh, don't mind me. I'll be floating over here in perfect earshot. What makes you think I won't lay you low right here, right now? Because we're here to offer you a proposition. We need information on the Galmore jungle, and thought a man as well-traveled as you might be persuaded to provide some. Galmore? It's Fiera Land. What are you offering? The opportunity to tell us what you know. Join us, please. Our next adventure lies beneath the jungle canopy. I should have expected as much. Well, I came to ask if you would meet someone. Now, it seems someone might be able to assist Genomus as well. Seeing as you and the principal did right by us before, I see no reason why I can't take both of you. Okay. Let's go. By the way, while we're talking, one thing I dislike in both WoW and FF14 is you have to be in the right kind of group to do the right kind of content code. In both cases, it's actually spaghetti code. To explain that a little bit, if you're doing a solo-only event, you cannot be in a group, right? In FF14. Over in WoW, if you are in a raid group, which is actually coded as separate from a regular group, you cannot do certain quests. You cannot get quest credit at all. Both of those things suck, and both of those things need to just kind of go away. Whee! Back to a life of brigandine in the clouds, are we? Of course not. Not that it didn't cross our minds. But when faced with the decision of what to do next, we decided to remember the dying words of our leader. We decided to enlist as Dalmascan Fusiliers. And the occupying Garleans actually said yes? Not exactly. We're with the Resistance. Why is that shocking? No doubt you've heard of the uprising in Dalmasca that followed the Doman liberation, and how it was crushed under the heel of the 4th Legion. That's what I'm hearing. The Resistance legions were captured, tortured, and publicly executed. Yet, much to the Empire's chagrin, the gruesome display served to further rally the survivors. Remove one head, 2 grow back in its place. Remove 2, there are 4. A person can die, but an ideal lives on. Now there are several factions throughout Dalmasca. We belong to the Lentes Tiers. When we told our commanding officer of crossing with you and yours, she insisted we introduce you. Get what? Me? But I wasn't even supposed to be here. Mont Blanc. Not you, hairball! We shall meet with the general and hear her proposal. If you're not interested, we shall return you to Kugani and Harem. You have our... Girl, got your tongue? Rabanasta deadhead, lads. Da-na-na-na! They're secretly evil all along. Well, you see, Final Cloud. This way. We've many mobs to cover before nightfall. Okay. There's got to be something relaxing about knowing you can just walk into a trap and not be too worried about it. Oh, yeah, you're gonna kill me. Okay. Who is this mysterious person? Who could this mysterious person be? I thought he'd be taller. I am taller than you! Notice how it's just copy freaking paste. It's just Fran. It's just Fran. I am Fran, proud daughter of Dalmasca and General of Lente's Tears. And yes, Moogle, I am a Vieira. Are you surprised? Yes, I am. Her kind are supposed to be living in the trees, having shunned contact with the outer world. Exposition, exposition. Indeed. This Bonga claims you seek Orbone. Does he speak through you? These ruins lie deep in the Galmore jungle, a place most sacred to my sisters. They would take great offense if you were to defile it with your presence. What's more, Bwagi tells me you travel with Garleans, openly aiding those who would see our nation burn. How can we place trust in one such as you? My blade has tasted the blood of too many Garleans to count, more or less literally. You know, the Empire and its people are one and the same. When you slay an enemy soldier, you're not slaying an individual, you're slaying the enemy. Your companions, Liberator, are the enemy, despite their supposed change of heart. No, that's extremely not how that works. What would a Moogle know of my people? Does your blood run Dalmascan red? We could cut you open and find out. General, there's no need for threats. Also, that guy could probably kill us both in a second. Oh. Okay. Let us parley. Please don't kill me. Parley. Parley? Parley. First, the resistance requires men and women from Eorzea and an Eastern Alliance to join us in ridding Dalmasca of its Imperial invaders. I mean, the Boja events start pretty close after this timeline-wise, don't they? Your past deeds have made you well known to the leaders of both. They will listen to you, and if not, they will listen to the scions with which you claim allegiance. Second, we require gold. Give us money. Your allies are in bed with the Eastern Alderaan Trading Company, which continues its dealing with Garlemald, even as you raise a sword against them. Yep, okay, cool. She thinks she is entitled to the profits of the company. Cool. Grant me these things, and I will guide you to the safety of the room. So you want me to give you lots of money and forces in exchange for you telling us how to reach a place. That's... You are a terrible negotiator. I'm going to deliver your request, but I promise nothing. Come with my demands, but know the fate of your expedition hangs on how well you do so. Okay. You really need to stop threatening me. It's kind of cute, honestly. But that's not going to help you if you decide to try and act on one of those. I'd expect a detailed report on how my demands are met. The report comes back. It's literally just one word. No. fool to trust them, princess. You don't trust me. Yeah, she is. I think she's literally new to this. I think she's just trying like, God, let me think about this. Oh, right. Give me this or die. No, I can't kill you, and I also don't want to, but... Adventure. Just think by tomorrow we could all be newest members of the Damascan Resistance. No, that's not till Shadow. That's 3 Moogles in a flesh suit. That would actually make sense. In a really horrible sort of a way. Yes, Roman. Roman. Roman? Explain. Sorry, this is the Koopa. Koopa. The Viera have ever been wary of outsiders for centuries. Why are you a part of this discussion? They asked for something you do not have to offer. Yep, here's some Viera lore. They're tribal, and they're violent, and they don't like each other, and they hate everyone else. They're also the only person who can get this through there. It seems Lore's sword arm won't be enough to see us through this predicament. He'll need to don the mantle of diplomat. Wait, not kill things? I don't even know how to do that. The era primals. It's just the woods. Yes, I know you said not to call this was urgent, but this is urgent. Alright, not exactly, but my superiors have come to a decision on your request. I thought you might want to hear what they had to say. Oh, and let me preempt any request for immediate disclosure. A reminder that the information is much too sensitive to discuss over Link Pearl. Okay. Heard about how you united the whole of Eorzea under a single standard and convinced the Holy See to end a 1,000-year conflict. Compared to that, asking for a few soldiers and a coffer or 3 of Gil should be a piece of cake. Are you for real? Are you this stupid? Is that how this works? Link Pearls actually are rare. But, I mean, Hancock would have one. And so do we. Yeah, exactly, Rex. So, you've got the answer, everything's cool, we're gonna go join you. Sorry for sounding bored, it's just I am bored! You'd think a story about politics and war would have me going awesome, and this whole time I'm just like, can we get on with this? I'm sorry. I'm being too negative. I apologize. Okay, I'm okay. I'm cool. We're cool. Everything's cool. I think part of what irritates me is this is just so much runaround. Okay, hey, I've got the answer for you. But we can't just go get the answer. We have to go down to the airship landing, talk to someone, then go over to the Ruby Bazaar and talk to someone in order to go in and get the answer. There's a lot of seconds and minutes going on here. And it's just dragging it more than it deserves to be. A lovely lady and a banga. Heroes are expecting you to be alone, Laura. Yeah, there's also a lot of idiots involved here. That's also true. At least we get to see Hancock a bit. He is still pretty legit. Honestly, I agree, Brax. I hate to say that, but I agree. Here's Yugiri. And also Tataru. Okay, we got a lot of good characters. Can we have a good scene? Let's find out. We have the wrong music playing. Wagi, was it? I serve Lord Hian, rightful blue ruler of Doma. I've come bearing our nation's reply to your entreaty. And I'm Tataru Taru. I'm only here saying as no one else could be bothered. Oh, and I have a message. Thank you for coming. I am Boagi, formerly of the Damascan Royal Fusiliers. I now claim allegiance to Lente's Tears, a resistance group led by a moron. What tidings have you brought us? There's a lot of build-up for, you know, this. Allow me to begin with while we seek... Yeah, so no. That's the initial answer there. As you are aware, the East Aldenard Trading Company prides itself in its neutrality, be it matters political or personal. What of our relationship with the Horizon Alliance? What I mean to say is here in Hingashi, we pride ourselves in neutrality, be it matters political and... You must understand, simply supplying coin to any group would make it appear we somehow favor that group over another. We conduct business with everyone. Doing such would send the wrong message and ultimately harm profits. By selling to both sides, you maximize profits while good men and women perish. How convenient. We are a business, milady. We do what we must to survive. That does not mean we are blind to the needs of our customers or our allies, which is why we support the Eorzean Alliance and their noble efforts to safeguard the realm through a mutually beneficial arrangement. For my choice, I provide little resistance with all the funding, but as my good friend Laura knows, it's not my choice. Now, I don't know if you were paying attention to that. It's one of the only little tidbits here that's actually caught my attention. Oh yeah, by the way, the Eorzean Alliance will also not be sending any troops. Because of course they're not! What kind of stupidity is this? What were you expecting exactly? Hey, give us troops and money. In exchange for what? Now, I know what you're thinking. It's not like the Resistance has much to offer, but they actually do! In fact, we've already spoiled this, so spoilers, the Dalmascan Resistance immediately helps with Boja right after this, which is another place that's been occupied by the Garleans. There you go! There's your answer. That's what you have to offer. Make it a trade. Don't demand. Because that is exactly what's happened. Give us money and give us troops, not... help supply us and we will have your back when it comes to it, or maybe we'll send you information or intel, or we'll try to give you prisoners which you can give back as a gesture of good faith, or you can hold them for ransom, or anything of value whatsoever. And I want to make this clear. Sorry, again, this is all new to me, forgive me. But I want to make this clear, because this is why this irritates me. The whole thing is being framed, the story is being framed like the big stupid politicians refuse to help the Resistance. And what's actually happening is the Resistance is a 5-year-old child that just demanded a gun. And $20. And the adults involved have been like, no. Okay, rant off. Let me guess, you did everything in your power to convince them, only to watch them politely decline our proposal, claiming they lacked the resources. And yeah, sorry, for a little bit of reality land here, it's probably worth noting that not only are we still kind of on the back foot a little bit in several ways, but also we just assisted the Domans in their liberation, and the Alamegans. We have literally, like, because we're in the patch content at this point, so spoilers, but we're at the point now where we're a little spread thin. We didn't have that much to begin with. Lord Hean sends his greeting, having found British strength, blah, 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 blah. Yep, so, word is the latest attempt at reclaiming your kingdom ended in failure, resulting in the loss of countless lives, including many of the Resistance's leaders. It shows! Our army is not what it once was. Those remaining have been forced to take refuge deep beneath the streets of Rabanastre. The 4th Legion has already defeated you once. Lacking unity and leadership, the current Resistance will not survive another tilt against the Empire's discipline. If Dome is to join with Dalmasca, you must first prove you are capable of standing as an ally. And yeah, the counteroffensive is still happening. And again, I don't want to spoil some of the MSQ stuff, but let's just say the post-Stormblood patch content is going to address the Empire's response to Alamigo and Doma. So you refuse the aid to Lente's Tears. Yes. Instead, what we offer is advice. You have a wise master. He understands about proper planning. Driving one enemy from you simply creates room for the next. Fake deaths, Colin Peluso. Lady Front will be pleased to hear your response was exactly what she expected. I'm sorry, what? You knew this whole time your demands would be ejected. You let this farce play out. Good, my apologies, but this is necessary to prove an important point to our leader. Man, I don't know either, Blade Travel. There's a pretty big gap in my memory in the post Stormblood MSQ, which I'll describe when we get there. I've already explained it to Rax. He understands. Okay, so that was all a waste of everybody's time. Including mine. Lady Fron needed to show the princess just exactly what she was getting herself into, and your honesty will serve us better than any hollow promises. I mean, I guess that's true. Alright, what about the jungle? Leave this, we're right back where we started. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we are getting close to Orbone. And by close, I mean another 5,000 hours. Okay, that is an exaggeration. Well, you see, Omega Legion. She's one of the main characters of this quest chain. I had a question from Cronin I wanted to answer earlier. Ah, are there any sports-type games you might consider reviewing? Yes, all of them. I've actually considered this before. There's nothing that would prevent a sports-type game from being any different when it comes to reviewing. It would have a little bit of a different structure, but most of the same precepts of game design still apply. So, we did all we could. Alas, we are doomed forever. Yeah, we did Mario Tennis. That game sucked. Foggy mentioned proving a point to their leader. The princess! I see, I see. People in positions of power can prove naive and stubborn creatures. Simply telling a tutor she's wrong may not convince her of the fact. Seeing her plan fail is the best medicine. Oh yeah, Golf Story, which is a game I actually really want to review someday. Naive and stubborn, the resistance is doomed! Yeah, we've never seen a leader be resistant and stubborn in this game before, have we? Yeah, there's probably not going to be a lot of narrative in a sports game. I'm just going to start reading at my pace. Is that okay? You may cease your baseless presumptions, defector. You know what's funny? I'm just going to spoil something. We're going to go fight Ultima. She's a big thing. Like, she's something that is absolutely worthy of our attention as the Star Destroyer. It's funny because you wouldn't know that even now when we're not actually all that far from that combat. Anyways, I'm here on orders. Lady Fron, I am this person. You're welcome here. What do you want from us? Well, you failed to meet a single demand. She recognizes you were sincere in your attempt at that, so you are to be compensated. Okay. That's most generous of you. No, I don't, Savacom. I haven't seen him in a bit. I know he's still there, and I know he's still alive. And I hate to sound morbid, but that's about all I've got. The ruins which you seek are behind... Hey, there's the map! Check it out! Behind the waterfall. Point equidistant to the delta. Thanks. Everything's cool. So what's going on here? Alma, you should be in bed. I know. It appears you are once again preparing to leap into danger's maw. Be careful. Death is horrible. Lady Fron is super strong. If you'll excuse me. I was just thinking that. Are you mad? You want to go to the surface in your condition? Seriously, she's having trouble standing. The High Seraph beckons. That's not a good thing. No need to worry. Mikoto and I have already devised a plan. I can clear our family name. No, you can't. That has nothing to do with your family name being stricken. Meanwhile, he's like, oh, no. And she's like, this is what this is all about, isn't it? It's always been about... You care about Ivalice and the Aura name. No, you seek to use the Aura site to bring Mother back. Da-da-da-da. That's the obsession. But you haven't been able to do that. You still don't understand how exactly the shard translates desires into reality. That's where I can help. I can ask the High Seraph. I can ask the one who created the Aura site. Fair, Cashel. Ultima has bid me to come to her place of imprisonment. If we free her, she will reveal to me the secrets of her creations. That's a terrible idea. Ultima is not a cool person. Your brother's wife, we've sacrificed too much. This far, no farther. It's too late. Da-da-da-da. Aura site that nobody saw floating behind her. I'm so lonely, Father. Why do you love Ramza more than you do me? Do not be poisoned by your daughter's words. They are not her own. Thank you, Mikoto. Help me, Ramza. That sounds like something that should be in a D&D thing. You have a feat, automatic reflexes, it gives you like a bunch of bonuses, but anytime someone does something suspicious, you can't help but automatically reflex. Someone tries to play a prank on you. Oh, their head's gone. Shoot. Yeah, so there's this thing called, what's it called? Pacing. That's what it's called. This is bad pacing. I'm just going to give that negative right now. I know that I usually give that to kind of like larger, broad stuff, but this whole story arc, it has just the worst pacing. And Stormblood already has bad pacing in general. But yeah, I think we're actually getting close to, you know, Orbone. Just realized I haven't given a single narrative positive to this storyline. I might. We'll see. But, haven't yet. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have given 8 positives to the gameplay axis just for this raid. Which I stand behind, by the way. The Ultima fight even has a mid-mission checkpoint, which is extraordinarily rare for FF14. Usually it's just the Savage fights that have that. Which I only mentioned because, again, good design. Totally is, Dakota. They just don't know how to do Ivalice. They never have. Oh no, it's Alma! On the plus side, we will actually finish Ivalice in one block, I think. Thank God. Unless we wipe too much on, you know, Orlando. Listen, Fran needed to look exactly the same as in FF12. Which is funny, because she looks pretty dumb in FF12, too. And I like Fran as a character. Oh, don't say that, USN Corp. Don't say that. Why don't we just use it? Oh no. of the Invokers. Fulfill the ancient covenant. Grant unto me the vessel promised. Okay. The girl is not well. Maybe we should go back to the... No! No! We should go do the raid we're literally standing at. We are not going back... At least we're seeing Ramza. Have you the courage to face true evil? Yeah. You laughing at? The ship is this way. Yep, brain gone. Yeah. Shoot, what did I drop? Yeah, as I think I've mentioned, by this point, my patience the first time through was completely gone. I was chain skipping everything, just trying to get on with it. And I can see why, because my patience has gone this time. Actually, reading the story has not improved this. Oh no, Alma's not well. What error shall we do? Can we go? Jesus Christ, can we go? Yep. I made a mistake. Nah, you didn't make a mistake. So anyways, we should not speak of failures. We should try to discuss what just happened. Of course not. There's no knowledge of what the High Seraph actually is. And who exactly summoned Ultima, and why did she shirk my kin? Yeah, we've never gotten that stupid necklace off her, even though we know it's Aura Sight. Star Wars reference. Combat mode engaged. Nah, I'm just gonna start reading in my... Okay. I wasn't expecting that. I'm gonna start reading at my pace. Summarizing a bit. So... Okay. There's Durai and Delita. You lie about as well as you carry yourself in battle, Orin. He was dead, merely abandoned his mortal vessel, entrusting his ethereal soul to Erosite. Why would he do such a thing? Peace has finally come. There's naught to be had from further sacrifice. The kingdom's won! This victory is as much his as it is mine. He risked life and limb to shield me from the dark that would have seen me perish. Interesting. Without him, I would not be standing before you. It's my duty as king and calling to see him saved. That? We ride for Orbone. My lord, wait. Azura Glabados, the first of the Zodiac Braves, was not the hero the church would have you believe. He betrayed Mother Hydaelyn for the promise of coin and power, summoning forth a terrible evil from the depths of the celestial abyss. It was believed only one of the land's chosen, a warrior of light, might stand against this threat. Yet while victorious in battle, Ramza was unable to see the darkness vanquished. If failure was all that awaited our warrior of light, what chance do you presume any other might stand? Oh yeah, by the way, Ramza had the echo. Because of course he did. The old Ramza. This game's old Ramza. You're saying I should do nothing? No, my lord Ramza. Ramza is. My brother's final wish before he surrendered to the Ether was his name be struck for the annals of history. Alma, you're unhurt. I was led to believe none but Orin survived. What is this you speak of your brother's wishes? Honestly, if FFT Ramza had the echo, it would explain a lot. When it became apparent we were powerless to defeat the High Seraph, we chose the only path left to us. Imprison Ultima. As you're aware, my lord, a prison is only strong as the seal on the gates. Ramza sacrificed his body to ensure the Angel of Blood would never again walk the land, and he believed that if people knew of the sacrifice, it would inspire them to seek out the Holy Stones and repeat the mistakes of those before. If you have truly avowed yourself his friend, you will honor this, his final plea. No, Ramza should not be forgotten. He should be raised up as a hero for his deeds, and claim his rightful place at my side. Only he might be my knight gallant. He is gone, my lord. Ramza was your friend. He was my brother. Before he was my brother, he was the warrior of light. He did what he did for Hydaelyn and those who would one day heed the crystal's call. Yeah, you like how this one cutscene, which I've been reading out loud, I don't know if you noticed, has been more interesting than the entire rest of the story arc? Claim the throne, my friend. Become ruler of Ivalice and restore peace to this war-torn realm once and for all. Wait, Ramza, don't leave me. Please, I beg of you. You'll make a fine and just king, Delita. See do you not stray from that path. It's an interesting take on it, I agree. It's probably the first time they've really applied the idea of a reimagining of FFT, rather than just kind of repeating the same beats. Oh, they're totally implying something romantic, which honestly makes a lot of sense. I can still see Delita being the same bloodthirsty, ruthless person he is, but, you know, staying true to Ramza in his heart, if you know what I mean. The stones in these two necklaces, are you certain they will guide the heroes of a new era to Ramza? That's what he wished, my lord. Oran, I do not believe I can bear another farewell this day. Will you not reconsider my offer to remain as a member of my court? It is but a matter of time before the Cardinal and his Temple Knights grow wise to my past. I would not have my presence implicate you as well. Because the Church is evil. Ramza beseeched me strike his name from history, but like you, I could not bear the thought of future generations blind to the truth, so I have penned the chronicle of the hero's journeys. I fear the world is not ready for the gospel contained in these pages, nor will the Church allow its circulation. In fact, I believe they will confiscate every existing copy and lock them away in their library. What better way for words to remain forever preserved than in one of the most highly guarded vaults in the realm? One day when the Church has fallen out of favor, the chronicle will be discovered and the truth will prevail. That's an interesting and very risky plan. I must admit your plan is intriguing, but once the Church learns it was you who penned the chronicle, your life... a little low. I'm actually going to give that cutscene a positive. Holy crap. I didn't think we had it in us. No, Blade Turval. Or if it was, then it certainly wasn't in the final copy of the game that actually came out. So the removal of Ramza's name was set in motion by Oran himself. And if the Liberator's visions are taken as fact, it appears we now know what the High Seraph meant by blood of my invoker. I like how she just calls us the Liberator. She was not speaking of ancestors in the sense of actual kin, but the line of those chosen by Hydaelyn to serve as her warrior of light. Why abduct Ramza, or even Alma, unless there's something you haven't been telling us? She was using us to lure lore. It's his vessel the High Seraph desires. Matrons. Teats! How long have you been await? That's a weird phrase. I've been a fool. Yeah, but what's up? I told our leader I did not matter if her request for aid was refused, for I had an alternative ploy. General. That's alright, Walkie. My intention was to claim one of these RSI in the name of the Resistance and use its power to lay waste to the Garlean occupant. Only now do I realize how flawed my ambitions were. I mean, this whole time you were playing this for fools? Why didn't we see it earlier? Never trust a woman with ears as long as mine, I say. You have every right to be angry, and I apologize for misleading you, but believe me, I no longer have any desire to deceive you and yours. I shall join you in the Orbone Monastery. I ask not in return, but you let me join you in rescue of Ramza. Do not misunderstand me. I do not do this for any one of you. I do it for people in Golmor and Rabanasta. People who may die if this High Seraph is allowed to return to power. As per usual, once the big things get involved, most of the politics and sides just kind of melt away. Oh my god! Quest accepted! It's a freaking game. Sorry. Just, wow! Yeah, no, this game has longer cutscenes than Metal Gear Solid 4. I think we can officially say that. Hey, we're there! We did it! Who wants in? Orbone. Ten seconds. We have too many DPS. I'll heal. Looks like my lag has cleaned up a little bit. You're welcome, Omega Legion. That's what I'm here for. Shining a light, no matter how much we don't actually want the light to be there. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and queue. And I anticipate it's going to be a minute, even with me being a healer. And then I'll head to where Rex is. Didn't I already get that one? Isn't that the one we literally just got? Yeah, I've got Basic Instinct. I don't know what Triple Trident is. Do I have Triple Trident? I guess I can check. Good, Dragon. Bad, actually, but also good. Not as bad as it could be. That's probably the best way to phrase that. Yep, we're going to finish this raid up by lunchtime, and then we'll smash through some cutscenes. We're going to stop at a certain point, because honestly, I don't care about getting him some freaking bacon bread. Wall. Oh, God. Okay, right. Forgot where I was warping into. Except teleport to here. No, I'm good, thanks. Yep, I've been on nothing but a high sodium diet all stream. Okay, what do we got? The elementals? Or, oh no, I need these jackasses, don't I? Okay. Poke. And the elementals. Okay, that's cool. Oh. Smack. That was fast. Do I have an attack right now? I guess I kind of don't. God, I think I do more damage with regular attacks than with 1,000 Needles. And yay! I learned Tingle. What the hell's Tingle? Help me out. What's a damage spell other than drill cannons? Just what I've got. Let's see. There's Basic Instinct, which I know. Tingle! I don't know what that does. Drill cannon work? Okay, sure. Drill cannon it is. Get rid of needles later. so you can kill this one. I used to have all this stuff hotkeyed. Mark. Clear that. Nope. Look. There's Tingle again. And nothing. So it is still a chance. Did they up the chance by chance? No pun intended. Yeah, I remember taking a very long time to learn some of these spells. And it was just... There's another triple trident. We can do it. Base mulch. Oh, wait, there it is. Woo, triple trident. I actually equipped that one. Alright, so where is that? And there's an OGCD now. So hang on, let me fix my bar a little bit, because I think most of this stuff is crap at this point. Let's get rid of 1,000 needles. Do not want... Is there a way to just clear all? Get rid of final sting, get rid of... Wait, what's bristle? Yeah, get rid of bristle, get rid of that. Keep white wind, get rid of that. That. Get rid of that. Keep self-destruct. Gotta have self-destruct. Get rid of flying sardine. Needed that for one thing anyway. Get rid of bad breath, toad oil, which they nerfed really badly, it looks like. Mighty Guard will keep that. Mind Blast, Heal Your Light, there's not some needles. And I'll keep that. And get rid of that round. Yeah, I guess we can do it. Put it on. You probably want me to get these spells for a reason. So, okay, so we got drill cannons. Yeah, so let's get... Whoa! Whoa! What was that nonsense? Oh my god, how did that happen? Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that in a minute. Gee, what the crap? Oh god, I could just do that in general? Why aren't these locked? Ah! What the hell? Okay, hang on. Yep, no, what the crap? Well, anyways, let's get rid of all this stuff. Keep White Wind. Get rid of that. Keep the self-destruct there. Get rid of that. I don't know. Like, shouldn't these be locked? In fact, I gotta go back into my HUD to fix that now. What the crap? Yeah, what's the setting to not let me ever do that again? I've never seen that either. It was just a misclick because I was trying to grab one off the bar, and it's like, nope. What the hell? Okay, so... Put that up there, I guess. I don't know what that's all about. Did it with that. Mighty Guard, buff, obviously. Trident. Basic Instinct. And that's kind of it, actually, at the moment. Okay. Grab red. Red! Player is currently watching a cutscene. Sorry, Mr. Red. I'm afraid you're too terrible to join us because you're in a cutscene. Okay, so... Enable draggable shortcuts. Nope, they're still movable. How do I not do that? Someone please help me figure out how to make it that never be a thing again. God. Okay. Let's try HUD. Play. Get attacked by a catfish. No, icon lock just prevents me from removing the buttons from the bars. There, watch, see? Woo! See? Doesn't prevent it. Oh, that is a hell of a cooldown, doesn't it? There's the Mr. Red. Switch back to Sage. Requeue. Go away. Listen, I've never catfished in this game. I'm clearly a guy. Alright, back to Blue Mage. Gotta be a thing for that. Like, gotta be, right? Hotbar settings, maybe? Okay, display hotbar numbers. I don't need to see the numbers. Maybe that'll get rid of it. It looks like that gets rid of it, because if I don't see the numbers, I can't drag the number. Although, enable drag and drop repositioning might do it, too. Yep, that does it. Although I don't need the numbers anyways, so... just do that. There, we've double locked it. Okay, we figured it out. Let me fix that. Come on, go over here. There we go. Anyways, now that that's all dealt with, Jesus Christ. I give up on life. Ugh. Alright, so, questions. Do I think Dirge of Cerberus should have a modern port? Yes. As much as I don't like Dirge of Cerberus, and frankly, I don't have much to say about it in a positive manner. Oh, thank you. I'm in favor of ports. I'm in favor of games not being locked on systems. I always have been and I always will be. Even freaking Quest 64 is a game that should be ported and preserved, my opinion. Do I think FF14's particle spam is a good or a bad thing? So I like it, that's why I leave it on. But it would probably be a bad thing if it was mandatory. That being said, every major MMO I've played, like all of them, even down to like STO, has a reduce particle spam option, and they should. It should be an option, not just for graphic performance, but for just being able to tell what you're looking at. You know, to be able to prevent it from being... So, good thing. Most confusing thing a corporation that you're also surprised is most... I don't understand that question. I'll come back to that question. That person, I don't think is here. Casual says, Schoolhouse in Doma made me wonder, how does education work in Eorzea? Is it handled by the trade guilds, like in real life in olden times? That's a good question. Unfortunately, I don't actually know. Truthfully. Jesus Christ, I should probably stop standing here. Ahem. Exactly, Osencorp. Okay, no joking, and I mean this with sincerity. If I ever get to a point of actually being able to hire people for a development studio, one of the things I plan to do is come up with a list of games that are worth analyzing because they're bad, and pretty much run that by prospective people who want to join the design team and say, either play this and understand why it's bad, or tell me why this game is bad, assuming you have a pre-existing knowledge of the game in question. So, assuming you get a comfortable costume, what canon character would you most want to LARP or be in character at a convention for a full day? Other than the extremely obvious answer of Xemnas. Let me think about that for a second. Assuming the outfit is just acceptable and comfortable. So it's just pick a glamour you can wear for a day. I mean, honestly, my first thought is an outfit I have considered buying many times in real life. And it's not from 14, it's actually from Assassin's Creed Rogue. The main character from Rogue, who just has such an extremely awesome outfit. I love it. But if we're to limit ourselves to Final Fantasy in general, I would probably default to Sephiroth, because of course I would. But if we're limiting ourselves to FF14 in particular... torn between Estinian and Emmett Selk. or me. To explain what I mean by that. Specifically, nope. This outfit right here, specifically. I think I could manage that coat. Especially since my current coat I'm currently wearing is not all that different from it. It's just got less bells and whistles. So, that's probably the direction I'd go with it. Next question. Is 3 the max you can ever give a game positive or negative for one thing? Or is it just the max so far? So, the way this works... Wait, I should actually wait until offshore Twitch account is there. Offshore Twitch account, are you there? I don't think I saw you. I answered Dr. Winter's question, I answered Trihexy's question, I answered that question, I answered that question, I answered that question. I've answered a lot of these questions. Best Quark moment in Deep Space Nine. Getting the violent dictator killed during the episode where he was, you know, questioning his morals. What's the overall playtime by now? Nope. There it is. 85 days, 2 hours, and 6 minutes. Ooh. I mean, yeah, it would be very easy for me to cosplay as Rude. In fact, it would be kind of pathetic for me to cosplay as Rude. Just the sadness of that. Let's see here. How do I think Americ and Delita would get along? Oh, Americ would hate Delita. Americ would see enough through him and understand that he's probably a necessary evil, but he would hate it. He would put up with it because he would realize that he has to, but ugh. Who would win in a battle of Kong? Oh, I already answered that. Is the Outer Wilds going to be a premiere run, not a lore run? Yes, I've never played Outer Wilds, so it has to be a premiere run by default. It's the best example of light is not good and dark is not evil in a story. My own setting is my answer to that. However, that being stated, if I have to pick something else, honestly, the game we're playing right now, and I mean this with sincerity, is probably the best light is not good, dark is not evil story I've ever seen. Most stories I tend to see only dip their toes into it, and in many cases actually back off from it for some stupid reason. Like, to use one of my favorite examples of that, Kingdom Hearts started going down the road, and then just kind of gave up on that entire plot arc at some point, for some reason. And I'm not sure why. So, yeah. I liked where Kingdom Hearts was going with that. FF3 kind of does that too. It's just FF3 isn't exactly what you'd call a very, you know, elaborate storytelling side of things, but yeah. Questions. So, Fatigue taking out of the question, what's the worst unlock? Lighthouse or Orbone? Lighthouse. Orbone at least had something good about it, and didn't take as long. So. Shoot, which question did you ask, Trihexy? Remind me. Are you talking about, what do you think of games that have multiple ports, but each port has the game end up being its own unique version of the game and story? Those aren't ports. That's what I think about that. That's misnomer. That's not a port. That's a reimagining, is what that is. If you're thinking if you're asking what I think about reimaginings, so the problem here is I'm actually extremely in favor of reimaginings from a creative perspective. I am reimagining Star Trek. I've been putting a lot of work and effort and thought into doing a complete reimagining of what Star Trek is and trying to turn it into something better. My take on it. And I plan to do that for other things, too. So obviously I'm in favor of it. The caveat there that does have to be mentioned is that I do think that there's a little bit of a plague of that, of, for lack of a better way to put it, money people taking advantage of creative people's desire to do that, which leads to the same goddamn thing being done over and over and over again, not just in the gaming industry, but most especially in movies and in shows. Yeah. Deliberate thing. Oh, did we lose a healer? Oh my god. That doesn't... I mean, honestly, it's Orbone. I don't blame them. Don't mistake me. This place is probably getting positives, but if I got this in a roulette, I'd probably be like, alright. I mean, I don't even have to explain this. You remember, this was actually like a month and a half ago. but we did a roulette and got this, and we wiped like twice on Orlando, and it was just like, oh, yeah, okay, I don't have time for this. And speaking as a WoW lover, I'm not sure if I would say this is the best raid ever. I'd have to think about that. Anyways, I'll go ahead and answer some other questions while we go through here. Whoop, 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 whoop. Favorite carbuncle design? Ooh, hello. Save some lives here. Favorite carbuncle design? I'm torn between this game and FF15, both of which are basically the same design, so it's kind of a whatever. They're both turbo cute. That's just kind of where that's at. Mr. Red says, should I binge watch Pixar in preparation for the Pixar vlog? So, you haven't even binge watched TNG before, or already. Now, I know that's a little bit more. Exactly, it's a friggin' Eevee. But my point here is that, honestly, just watch them when you have time to. Especially closer to the actual release. Don't pull a TOS and watch all of TOS. And then my reviews on those... Excuse me, my ruminations. No mistake. My ruminations on those will continue to be going live for the next, like, 8 months. Oh, yep, the bot just went down. Literally just went down. Hang on, there we go. It's back up. It's back up. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm actually going to say... I mean, I like this raid, so... We'll see how this works out. Okay, questions. What do you think of the games that have multiple... Oh, I already answered that one. Is that everything? Is everything up to there? So, here's the question Loke just asked. Sorry, I didn't realize we were there with the QAQ. So, the first is, of course, Mustadio Bonanza. Now, there's one mechanic, I don't remember how it works on this guy, so I look forward to dying to it. Am I still the only healer in this group? Oh my god, I am. That's... cool. Stadio is a robot because... Well, let's be honest, because they designed the fight and then they attached Mustadio to him. That's the reason. Oh yeah, by the way, Larbert, except it actually says left. Yep, see. Yeah, hand-gons. What to do about this? Fun in a moment. Nope. Oh, bullcrap! I poked my head out for like a second. Whatever. Oh yeah, but it's Sage at 70, so it doesn't count for anything. Although I'm not sure what you get at 80 as Sage, honestly. Let's wait for that one. And we'll go ahead and pop this too, and this. Let's just top off everyone, because I am the only hero here. And by hero, I mean healer. The other H word.
Promise won't save you from what comes next.
I never remember how this one works. Is it face him or don't face him? This is the one I don't remember. Okay, show the gap to him. Where am I? Are you sure it's show him the gap? Just not that I'm questioning you. I'm just a little concerned. I'm the only reser here. All right, let's start getting people. Wow, that just straight up killed some people. All right. Left. I'm gonna get hit by that. I'm dead. Oh wow, I actually lived. I don't think I like solo healing this. Do not have that many AoEs. I don't remember this mechanic at all, so whatever. Yeah, this is fun trying to keep everyone up from my group. I think I'm getting some help from the other healers, so that's nice. I have the wrong target equipped. I wonder what was happening. I'll get that person up in a second, I swear. Hey! We got a healer! Okay, hang on. So that's gonna be there, and that's gonna be over there. And that's gonna be there. Here. Nope. Right here. I think. Yep, I'm right. Oh, yeah. In the face. But I didn't get hit. Because I was right. There we go. Yeah, this is very much a pay attention check. And, it's a fun one. Alright. Yep, this should be good. It isn't. Here's for the people who weren't. The other healer. The other thing.
I see you.
I don't remember. Ah, right, this thing. Gotta get near the group for the big AoE heal I'm about to do.
This is your final testament.
Clearly Sputnik lock. You just need to remember a little bit more clearly. Whoops, we lost a healer. Never mind. They got it. I'm still solo healing this, by the way. The other healer hasn't joined the fight. I'm not sure if they physically can. Figured they'd get the... yep, no more. Okay. Hey! Would you like to teleport into the fight thing? But apparently not. Why am I not doing this attack? There we go. At least the lag seems to have gone away. Could you imagine? These fights are mean! The only reason I agreed to queue healer was because I figured the lag was mostly gone. Now let's get that summoner up. Who's actually tanking? It would! It totally would, Rex. Like, which way is he facing? Shut up, lightning. Okay, yep, this should be good. And it is. Move. I've got... Nope. Yes, I don't think I'm gonna make it. Ugh.
You're making this too easy. You have proven yourself deserving.
Good job.
This is my journey. At long cost.
So yeah, there's Mustadio. So yeah, I like that fight quite a bit. That's a fun one. The only mechanic I wasn't sure about was the... I don't remember if you're supposed to face him or not. plus to Mustadio. Where are we at in gameplay? Here we go. Yeah, we might actually not have a terrible time with Orlando. But now I'm pretty sure it's Agrius time. Yep. I wouldn't mind that armor, but you know. Hey, we just managed that with one healer, okay? Speaking of which, can I get a flex on that? I don't like to brag, but I just solo healed my party for that nonsense. Thank you. Yeah, as a sage. Right. Grab thing.
To the current of life we succumb. Its judgment swift and final. Its bite as cold as steel.
Use your buttons. Oh, don't. Near as I can tell, what's happening here is each of these people have joined their aura site in order to manifest these forms. I'm not sure why, because remember, I'm not super familiar with the story at this point. It's either because it's been forced upon them by Ultima, or it's because of the fact that they're testing us to make sure that only the people who can deal with them can go deal with Ultima at the end. It's one of the two. It could also be both. They're not mutually exclusive.
The hearts of men are black with corruption and must needs be cleansed!
I don't know what Cleansing Strike does. Oh, right. That attack. I kind of wish that hit us. And yes, these are the people that Ramza left behind.
7 shadows cast. 7 fates foretold.
Thank you. Anyone else stuck?
Death
Yes.
and death alone!
There you go. By the way, I really like this fight. Is that everyone? That's everyone. So, she gives you a shield. The shield lets you endure the one hit. She gives you a sword. The sword lets you break the people out of the other hit. She also sends away half the party, oh, excuse me, 1/3 of the party to go deal with something else. That's an interesting question, Triaxia.
I call out to the skies and tremble as the brilliance of
That's on me. That's on me. Pay attention.
tear their flesh asunder!
I'm sorry about that positioning. I didn't think it was going to be that big. Oh my god! I got hit by that. Very good job. Yeah, if you're thinking of Nethicite, that's kind of a different thing. I'm just going to go over here. Oh, are we about to be cleansed? Cleanse us! Damn it. That wasn't a cleansing. I feel gypped. I like her actress, too. Good blade. Don't grab the shield. Oh. Cleanse me, mommy! Look, Agrius is legit. My only complaint about her, and if we ever review FFT, this is going to come up, is I feel like she's underused.
Men are fleeting, yet they must be embraced if they are to flourish. Have you the faith to do as much?
Like, Agrius needed more screen time. You know what I mean? She's awesome, and then she stops mattering to the narrative, which is a problem a lot of characters have in Tactics, if I'm being blunt. Like Mustadio, hey, and then he's gone. Oh my god. Yeah, no, exactly, Takota. Like, one of my biggest complaints for Tactics has always been the fact... Gotcha. And then I'm gonna get you. Has always been the fact that... oh, someone got her. The... Like, if you could just do the whole game with random nobodies, and it's just... And yeah, you could permanently lose plot characters, but it doesn't really matter because they're all just kind of not there.
Into the light!
I'm not too worried about that, Trihex. I've played a Dark Souls game before.
Well, lots have spoken.
But thank you for the warning.
Let the echo in your empty soul. True nation is come.
Actually doing quite well so far. I agree, Cashel. I mean, let's be honest. Who's the only real main character of FFT? Excuse me, I'm saying that wrong. Who's the only character of FFT of the party? Ramza. Right? Everyone else just kind of dips in and out. Mostly out. Now, I like Ramza. I do. And most of the non-party characters are fairly well characterized. Why do you think everyone remembers Orlando so well?
On guard.
Yes! Cleanse me! What's the phrase? Quick, help me be a pervert. I don't know how to do this. Okay, we have 1 minute to do stuff. Okay, cool. Slice and dice. Yeah, Delita's awesome as a character, really. He's actually a friend of mine's favorite villain in fiction, and honestly, he's in the top, like, 20-ish for me. Which may not sound like a lot, but when you've consumed as much fiction as me, top 20 is really impressive for a villain. Like, that's way up there. Yeah, Delita is arguably more the central character than Ramza is, to be blunt. I was gonna say, is that Doom gonna go away? Hello? What dropped? Interesting. What are these? True enough, Valvatrix. True enough. So yeah, obvious plus for that fight. And then we go into this hellscape. So, he totally does, Omega Legion. This is the only fight that I might give a negative for. Not this trash fight, the upcoming boss fight. And I'm actually really curious to see how it goes through with full analysis mode and actually paying attention to the review side of things. So we'll see. This is the only one by memory that I would ding in this whole bundle. So this is a reimagining / reference to Ivalice from Final Fantasy Tactics. It would be more accurate to say that Ivalice was a place in the ancient history of this world, which just happens to have some extremely similarly named people and places and events. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. I remember I have disability at this level. I'm too used to healing at 60 and 50. Red Mage. I mean, to be completely honest, if I had to pick between a boss which doesn't use all its mechanics and a boss where I see its mechanics too much, I'd generally take the former. Don't mistake me, neither is ideal, Thornton. But if I had to choose, I'll take the former over the latter. If you put a gun to my head. That's all. Yay. Yeah. Exactly. That's fair, Blade Trouble. That's weird, Dream Whisperer? I mean, it is the 18th right now. I know you're ahead of me, but I'm pretty sure you're still on the 18th. Once when I was very young, I heard the elders speak of a dark city where the horrors that haunt our nightmares dwell. The Necrohall, they called it. The Necrohall of Muland. Muland? Where have I heard that name, Kupo? This guardian, he's not like the first two.
Coming was foretold, servant of Ivalice. Perhaps you serve a
Fine, we're Group C.
I am Count Sidolphus Orlando. Your journey ends here.
So yeah, this is Orlando. I gotta hopefully remember all his mechanics, because there's a bunch going on in this fight.
With corruption and must needs be cleansed.
Yep, so there's that wonderful attack, and I'm a bubble healer. But, got this, I got this.
I call out to the skies and tremble as the brilliance of 1,000 bullets blinds mine enemies and tears their
So you gotta watch the swords. He will juke you later with swords, too.
7 fates.
And that's in, I think? Is that over? Shoot, I don't actually remember all of these. So, that was out, apparently. Not bad.
Open your eyes to the darkness and drown.
That's drag out. By the way, notice the song that's playing.
Not be watching. Misfortune hangs heavy on a head once held high. Such is poor cover for when the heavens fall. Come, show me more.
Yeah, it's like, you have to watch his animations to figure out if he's going to attack in, out, or which angle, and I don't remember all of them.
Of life we succumb. Its judgment swift and final.
In.
Its bite as cold as steel.
Dream Whisperer, we must needs be... Wait.
To live by the sword is to die by the sword. There is time enough for regret in the flames of hell.
And yeah, this is a stack mechanic. Is that what it looks like? So we've got a stack, a pay attention, a move.
Blade that severs the villain's head.
He's definitely got less HP than I remember. Usually he'd be at like 80% at this point. He's got a drag out of group mechanic, like that. One time I remember wiping on this fight because someone pulled it out of the group onto someone else who pulled it out of the group, which... Crap. Ah, here we go! Phase 2. Woo! So then we all get our own little version of, you know, Sid. Of course, he's got a beard. Why wouldn't he? Yeah, sorry, that's why I pointed out the music. This is, in fact, the final boss music from Vagrant Story. An interesting choice, to say the least. This is your DPS check before we wipe. Pretty normal thing. There's some racks over there. Yep. Okay. That's an interesting thing to happen. Looks like we're doing not as well as B, but... okay, so I'm going to do this. And that should give you a little bit of room to move, and then move back out. Yay! I even correctly positioned that.
I am to the god of thunder. You now know why. Upon my holy blade, the very world lies in balance. And now the scales will tip.
Vagrant Story is an interesting game that I've never played. I'm more aware of it than I've actually played it. You know how that goes. So now he's going to start juking us.
Come, show me more. Escape is not so easily granted.
It's also kind of a hard game to get a hold of, unless they've done a port of it I'm not aware of. I do not own Vagrant Story.
A modicum of rust.
Is that me? Shoot, that's me. I am so sorry. I didn't even tell that was me.
Find my defenses quite impenetrable.
Yep, that's okay. I accept that. I accept that.
A piteous display.
And that's out.
They who dwell aloft have spoken, and their words echo in your empty soul.
My soul is... No, I guess it's... You win. You win. If it's on the PSN, then that'll help. Although I'll probably have to buy it before they delist it again. Bad time for me. Most of my AoE heals are on cooldown.
Cannot defend the weakest of wills. A moment's hesitation beckons a lifetime of pain.
Yeah, I noticed we have a scholar and a sage. Oh god, what the hell's going on with Group B? I'm gonna go try to recover that. That's way over here. Interesting. Come on.
My defense is quite impenetrable.
That's just gonna hit. Yep, there's nothing I can do about that. I've rezzed both other groups' healers.
The screams of ruin rise above the storm's discord. Shudder not in her endless course.
I rezzed both of them. I just hope they can do something with that over there. It looks like we're kind of okay back here. Hang on. Live, other healers. Nope, one of them just went down. Yeah, I have limit break, but it only reses my party, not them. Otherwise, I would have already used it. This, and then this, and then this, and then this. Everyone get up. I'm gonna see if I can help out B over here a little bit. Come on. Jackass. Here.
A piteous display.
Let's get that summoner up, too. Ah, damn it, I wasn't even looking. It's okay. I think I helped. I got B group up, so I think we're good on that front.
Modicum of rust. You will find my defenses quite impenetrable.
What do we have in the cycle here?
Escape is not so easily granted.
Oh, that's why. Okay, I don't know what to do about this one, so I'm just gonna stand here and hope for the best. Damn it, come on! Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Party B, but they're all back up. And I'll take it, you know?
The sky's clear. It is time I bade you farewell.
So anyways... Oh shoot, I should actually looked at that. Which one's that one? Yeah, that's Rom's outfit.
Is it sanctum you seek, my wayward children? Or perhaps you are come in search of power? That which lies at your feet, that blessed bauble can grant you both. You need but will it so. Now, take up your salvation and be gone. Mortal agency in matters divine shall not be suffered.
They actually waited for me. Wow. Oh, looks like I'm not the only one. There were a couple other people who were waiting. Okay.
You shall rue the day you raised your eyes to the heavens.
See, I noticed the giant, just chunks upon chunks of the same material she makes the Orosite out of. All over the place. Yeah, this is Ultima.
Kneel before me.
If you're wondering why I pronounce it that way, it's an idea a friend of mine had back in the day to distinguish Ultima from Ultima, since Ultima's kind of its own thing.
Your very soul shall not escape my wrath.
So there's Grand Cross, which does that.
Denizens of the abyss.
No. Ultima's separate from Ultimatia. So then she just summons Famfrit, because she can just do that.
Kneel before me.
And that's gonna hurt me.
Denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night, I summon you.
Next we have Ivalice, like you do. You know, Team B's healers are just having trouble over there.
From ink of blackest night, I summon you.
Right. Hashmal. Look, that's not me. Sorry. Okay, I swore I rezzed this jackass. Get up!
Death awaits defiance.
You've been paying attention for all the previous fights, right? For all their mechanics. Because if you haven't, well, it sucks to be you. Water coming that way. Don't mind me. Oh, no. I dotted to death. Also got hit by something I didn't see, but that's okay. I accept death. Death becomes me. Yeah, there's just a lot. That's pretty much how this works. There's just a lot. But then you see Agrius and Orlando and everyone banish them.
Bear your steel.
And I believe this is when we get to phase 2. Yep. So unlike virtually every other boss in the entire game, there's actually a mid-mission checkpoint. So if we actually die in phase 2, we'll start the fight again at phase 2.
In a cleansing conflagration of divine benevolence. You sin.
Oh, right. I actually forgot about this. Reminding me. Top everyone off. Everyone off.
You cannot intervene.
Her group is fine. The other two are kind of struggling. Stay alive, you jackass. If you're wondering what's happening in lore, she's just bathing us in Auracite energy. She's just pouring damage into us. And the barrier we have here is just crumbling underneath the attack. We're still getting hit by it.
I am the only goat.
Okay. Spare res now. So that's what Ultima actually looks like. Of course, she's hideous and horrific, because, I mean, what else? Ramza shows up. Does whatever that nonsense is. Team B lost both its healers. Phase 2.
Few can claim to have endured the might of my will.
It's going off on Team B's healers so they can do their friggity jobs.
Denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night, I summon you.
Oh, Eastward. Which one's Eastward?
Before me.
Yep. Okay. Cool. So, yeah. That is a thing that happens. Oh, I should totally do that. We actually have a disconnect. That's a fun thing. I should know.
Your very soul shall not escape my wrath.
Where's the other one? Eastward March. Okay.
Kneel before me.
That's bad. That's bad. Oh, okay. I feel bad for Team B's healers. They are just dying all over the place.
From ink of blackest night, I summon you.
Oh, yeah, arrow. Ah, someone else got it. So yeah, this is the arrow thing.
Denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night, I summon you.
So several people have asked, what is Ultima in FF14 in lore? The answer is, I have no idea. I was skipping cutscenes at this point. I don't actually know what she is in the concepts and precepts of this setting. We literally don't know what she is. Wow. Okay. Okay. Oh, this... Right. I remember this.
Kneel before me.
I think I managed that. Heals in the middle! Heals in the safe spot. Pretty much, yeah, Pillars of Snow. It apparently. Let's top people off here. Flare over there, that's always cool. Yeah, hit her until she dies. Yep. But yeah, this is probably a 2 positive fight. This is actually a really well designed, properly checkpointed, multifaceted, lengthy fight.
From ink of blackest night, I summon
It is effectively 2 fights in 1. In fact, if you're paying attention, they effectively do here what I wish they did with X-Death and Kefka. They actually have both forms in, non-savage.
I see in you.
I feel weird not having to heal constantly. I've been just healing my balls off this entire frickin' raid. First it was the only healer, then B team died and I had to go help get the healers up for B team.
From ink of blackest night, I summon you.
Are you out of range? It's good. Quite possible, Pyro. Because we know...
Your mother. I am your maker. I am Ivalice. Consign me unto darkness, and your light will be forever lost.
No, Von Falkenstein. I have to specifically heal, manually heal other parties. Yeah, she could be an alien. She could be from another dimension. She could be a primal that's summoned in a different way. Because we've got the whole Aurosite thing. And we know that's the source of her power. And she's the one who crafted most of those chunks. You know what? I'll take that, Rex. I did more other group healing in that raid than I have for quite a while. Now, I do mouse over heals, so, you know, that's kind of a shrug. But yeah, I was watching B-Team up here. You can see, it's really small on the screen, but this is where I keep track of my raid heals up in the upper left there. Anything cool? What do we got? Oracle's Coat. That's, it's not my thing. What else we got? Gloves, circlet, stuff. Nothing I want. So, now here's the downside. I have to watch this cutscene, even though I'm 10 minutes into my lunch break. He's awake, but is it truly him? Thank you for coming to my aid. You're welcome. I didn't need lunch anyways. It's okay, I've got lunch. I'm just going to reheat a burrito and then get back into it. Yeah, honestly, that's... I've said it before, and it's good to know that even upon review, it stays true. The Ivalice raids on the gameplay axis are awesome. These are some really good fights. They pulled out their A-game for these bosses. And even the trash and the design of the encounters themselves in between the bosses weren't, you know, bad like they are in some other raids. You have my thanks, Warrior of Light. You have achieved what I could not. And you, bearer of my blood and the blood of House Durai, thank you for seeing my final wish fulfilled. See, Agrias' armor looks awesome. I'm sorry. Probably not very functional, because it's just clothes, but it looks awesome. My sacrifice has finally been given meaning. I think you're right. You can see him kind of under the hood there. And of course the construct is there. Now let us retire to Mother Heidelin's bosom, that we might finally rest. I'll have to check, Camper, but I don't think so. I mean, there's been plenty of good bosses, and we started reviewing classes. We've reviewed all but one of the classes, and that's plenty of gameplay positives. Yeah, no, that's totally Sid. Farewell, you are the true heroes of this story. Remember, Ramza, don't be a dick. Delita, how I have missed you, old friend. Forgive me, Ramza. You deserve better than what history gave you. I could have done more. I am truly sorry. Countless centuries did I long for the day we might meet once again, and now that the time has come, Heidelin beckons us both. I agree, Valvedrix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So yeah, we have 60 total pluses to gameplay. 14 of those are the raid we just did. So, make of that what you will. Alright. I'm gonna go get lunch now. When we come back... what are we gonna do when we come back? Let me look something up really quick. That's kind of what I was thinking, Rex, but I want to look something up really quick. That's a dungeon. That's a nothing. Okay, it takes a... Okay. I was curious how long it is until we get to the Castrum Fluminus. But it's a bit. So, okay. Cool. Yeah. So, yeah. We're going to finish up Ivalice, and then we're going to do some Blue Front, and then we're going to do some class quests. And, class quests will honestly fill out the rest of the day. Class quests take forever. So, I do hope you've been enjoying. I'm surprised we got through Ivalice this fast, if I'm being completely honest. But that's a good thing. So, I'll see you after a short lunch break.